Some days popularity and networks are the main reason why people are the way they are. Today we're going to talk about the attraction to toxic environments, the normal that seems norm that got you stuck, drained, and in a cycle. Men and their attraction to toxic environments, aka the dummy box, aka TV. Sitting down on the couch and letting something absorb your energy while you're just sitting there like this. Yup. Word. Yup. Word. Yup. Word. I seriously, as much as I do not watch TV, I'm against TV for people who are lazy, who don't have their own regimen outside of watching TV, going to work watching TV. But that's nonetheless, sorry ESPN, sorry SportsCenter I should say, but today is going to be one of the reasons why men are attracted to toxic environments. And this is one of them, not all of the reasons, so bear with me. Let me get this open. SportsCenter. SportsCenter, ESPN. Let's put our focus on here. Top of the AM, I'm getting ready for work. I'm an average man in America, and this is what I'm doing. Got my TV on, highlights of the game just rolling on, and I'm listening to people talk about the game that happened last night. How many points this person scored, how many field goals he made, how many free throws he missed, etc., etc. Now, let me ask you, what is that doing for my life? Oh, it's helping me pass the time as I get ready to go to work. A system. So, let's talk about the dangers and the negatives of that. You have two of the most popular, I would say, most popular men on TV when it comes to SportsCenter. Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith. Forget the race, it doesn't matter. The race, the color, that's irrelevant. But you got these two guys that go head to head and go back and forth on these topics. Sports. Sports is great if you are in the sport. If you're in the sport, if you work out, or if you aspire to be a player, that's what sports are good for. Now, when you have a man watching Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless go back and forth over basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever it may be, what is this bringing up? What is this doing to your mind ultimately? You have two men gossiping. In an environment that invites in kids, men, elderly, and this gossiping becomes so repetitive that it's running in a circle. So this is running, I don't know how long ESPN takes. Let's just say it's an hour. 1 hour of them speaking about highlights and things of that nature. Now, two men speaking about this, and this is going on all day. I would say all day. I could be wrong. Maybe, let's just say 6 hours or 8 hours. You know. So, this is the main topic. Not exactly them gossiping, but the main part is where people want to hear Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith go back and forth. So, now, if your attraction is here to SportsCenter, Stephen A. Smith, and forgot the other guy's name already. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith and the other guy. If your attraction is here to two men doing this daily about sports that has nothing to do with your life, you're a man who's working a job 8 hours a day. This is your entertainment. It's helping you pass time. It's helping you get here. What is this doing for you? How is this helping you move your life forward? I didn't hear nobody answer yet. Not anything that makes sense. Are you subscribing to be a sports analyst? Then that's a positive effect. So if you want to be a sports analyst, good. You know? But for most people, what are you doing? What type of environment is this? This is a toxic environment. And I'm going to explain to you why it's a toxic environment. You have people up there bickering and going back and forth about things that's entertaining, that has nothing to do with you as a man, as a grown man. Nothing to do with you. Because most men who watch this show are extremely overweight, cannot hoop, cannot box, cannot play football, living vicariously through two men arguing. Your attraction to toxic environments leads to being draining. You're sitting in front of a TV just listening and watching men speak about this. And then you're like, oh yeah, man. You're talking to the TV as the TV could talk back to you. Like, yeah, man, yeah, man. Somebody makes a shot, you're like, oh yes, he made a three. My team is winning. Your team is what? My team. Yeah, man, I like the Sacramento Kings. Yeah, man, I like the Denver Nuggets. That's my team. Hold on. Your team? You own stock in the team? You don't own stock in the team, but that's your team. You don't run any of the organizations inside the team, but that's your team. You're not the water boy. You're not any of that. But your focus is on the outcome of the game and seeing Skip Bayless speak about this with Stephen A. Smith and go back and forth. So these men are gossiping about other men who are playing a sport that has nothing to do with the person that's watching, besides entertain them. What man wants to be entertained all the time? We get into the business over here. So this gossiping becomes full circle now. And ladies, if you ever get around to see this video and you wonder why men gossip so much, it's probably because of this. It's probably because they watching SportsCenter. That's probably the reason why men are gossiping all the time. Because that same thing that they're watching, they're picking up, and it's easy to sit down, watch, and then call somebody and gossip. And then y'all two get in a relationship and they feel like it's okay to gossip because I internalize this every AM, every EM. Men gossiping. So I can do it. And not even knowing, subconsciously that's picking up in the back of my mind. So now I'm in a negative environment. The TV, which is an environment. And if you don't know what I'm speaking of, then maybe you should go back into day 2. Day 1, actually. Fix your environment, fix your life. This is coming back full circle. So now, let's say you watch this every day, it's eating up your subconscious, and now you get in a relationship with a girl, and she's telling you her business. You get into an argument, now you go and tell your friend about y'all two business. What's the point of that if y'all two in a relationship? Oh, I forgot. This is what you're watching every morning. First take. Your first take is to go over here and let me tell my bro about it to get his opinion on about what me and my girl's doing. It's a draining cycle. It's literally a draining cycle. Men who are attracted to things like this don't even realize that this is draining you. You see? It's draining you, one. Two, it puts you in a state of, like, can you lead? Sitting down watching TV, watching grown men gossip about stuff. Men who lead do not do that. So it goes to show you, can you put yourself in a position where you're leading yourself? Where are you leading? Where are you leading people to if you're sitting down watching this all day? And I'm not talking about the men who got their life together, who got things going on, and they use this to pass time every once in a while. But if your focus is here on SportsCenter, ESPN, First Take every day, and you're with a woman and she wonders why you're gossiping all the time, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless may be one of the contributing factors to it. But that's all on the guy at the end of the day. You got to understand that if you're not leading yourself, you're not going to be able to lead a woman, let alone a family, sitting down on a couch, watching and listening to SportsCenter all day, or every hour, every morning. Men that want to be entertained all the time, that's weird to me. That's weird. Where's the gym? Where's the books that you're reading? Where's the library you at? Where's the meetings taking place? Where's the houses that's being built? Where's something that can take up more time than this? This is not cool. This is the attraction to negative environments. And I usually don't like to bring up people's name in videos. And I just use Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. They're doing their job. They're doing an amazing job. You know, they're good. The people at SportsCenter and ESPN, they're great. They don't need me to speak about them. But this is one of the places where men pick up that habit of gossiping, being in a toxic environment that leads you into a toxic relationship. This is one of the reasons why. Your mind is very powerful. The TV is very powerful. The blue light in the TV is very powerful. Gossiping is addicting. Building a fortress, a financial fortress, building a legacy, doing it for your last name takes way more than that. Takes way more than sitting on the couch and internalizing two men going over, oh, this guy scored 50 points. This guy scored 60 points. Oh, today he only shot 20% and he missed 6 free throws and he came off the bench and his defense sucked and he got dunked on. What is that doing for you? Are you sports betting? Oh yeah, I sports bet. Great. How many times have you lost more than you won? How many times have you placed a bet and lost? How many times has that team that you're going for sent you a check every time you lose some money betting on them? Oh, I forgot. That's a negative environment too. You know, gambling. Gamble, 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 gamble. My life is a gamble, gamble, gamble. I'm in survival mode. That's why you gamble, because you're in survival mode. We ain't talking about investing. We talk about gambling. You gamble because you're in survival mode. You know? Or you picked up that habit from being in survival mode, even if you're a man who makes millions of dollars. People who gamble, that's just a whole nother topic. People who gamble, a lot of times it comes from being in survival mode. And that itch to win money, when money is not really the thing. Money is just something that we use to obtain things. No one's sitting holding money like, oh, this is the money I need, and if I hold on to this money forever, I'll be good. That's not how it works. So why men are attracted to toxic environments, one of the biggest factors in my community and the community I come from is SportsCenter. ESPN, First Take. Let's just put it like this. Two men gossiping has gotten the world into a place where I could sit down, internalize this, watch this, critique players like I'm these guys, come to work, come to a meeting and speak about, yo, did you see the game last night? This guy scored this. You seen this guy dunk on this guy? Irrelevant. Men, we got to step it up. We got to do better. My favorite sport is boxing. Yes, I do watch boxing every once in a while. But you never hear me bring it up to the people that I'm speaking to. Because it's irrelevant. You couldn't have a conversation with me about that. Because I'm going to say I don't watch sports. I don't care for sports. I'm not part of the circus. So men being attracted to toxic environments, here's one of the reasons why, and I thought this would be a perfect way to illustrate it so that we're not getting lost in the sauce around here. So I appreciate you for your time. And if anybody's watching who disagrees, please make a video so I can watch and hear your opinion minus the facts that I stated here. Anything that you absorb, anything that you're around is your environment, right? So anything that you're sitting down watching every day is internalizing into your mind. Subconsciously, it's sitting there. You start to pick up the habits of everything that you're doing. From passive to powerful. It's famous AAA. I'll see you in the next video, family. Salute.